They say after experiencing a traumatic event, your mind turns on you. Everything sounds different. A car backfiring, different languages, loud noises, and confusion. They all trigger a repressed memory that unleashes violent images. Anxiety, panic, fear, paralysis. And it's called PTSD. I can't explain it completely, except to say that it's the worst nightmare I've ever slept through with my eyes open. That's the ugliest Mexican I've ever seen. And that's why I'm here today. They told me I should see you, that I can't go back to work without talking to you first, not without your help. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Robert J. Ed Van Halen.
Got Bo Diddley, Robert J. Ed Van Halen.
You got Bo Diddley, Robert J. Ed Van Halen. Ain't no God fairy human that can play that way.
You got Bo Diddley, Bo Diddley, Bo Diddley, Bo Diddley.
Since I've been unemployed, I've had time to do, other things that I wouldn't normally do. Recently, I've been keeping a wet dream journal. I've had time to finally go to the gym, which is, it's awesome. I mean, the only thing is, you can't forget your headphones, because if you do, you're screwed. Everyone else is plugged in, watching TV, they're listening to their iPods, blah. But all you can do is think, in your brain, in your mind, to yourself. That's all you can do. I mean, I have experience from being an only child. I have a lot of experience, so it's fine. But sometimes it's weird, jokes. I think of a lot of jokes. Okay, so what does the man noodle say to the woman noodle? And then people are supposed to be like, what? I want to see you in the noodle. You get it because it's noodle, but it's a spelling difference. It's spelled N-U-D, not N-O-O-D. Noodle. I've also noticed, when I pee, if I drink too much coffee, my pee has a funny smell, like my urine, It's is that notes of berries and a hint of chocolate? The guy I was dating, we were talking the other day, and he was like, so I sent you some Rwandan coffee, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, look, I can't even, how am I going to drink this coffee without, crying? Because, I think Rwandan soil, and I think of all those people who just got butchered, everywhere. So wouldn't that be in the soil that the coffee's growing on? Just all these butchered people parts. So can I really drink this coffee without crying? And he was like, yeah, you could cry, because cry from it being so good, blah. Sometimes I think I'm a penguin. So things with my mom have been good. Things are good between us. And, she has, these, she has these moments. The other day, we were talking about Comic-Con, because I was going. And she was telling, one of her girlfriends, oh yeah, my daughter's going to Comic-Con and blah, blah. And she's like, there's some type of stampede at Comic-Con, because they offered the first 15 or 50 people some kind of a prize, whoever was in there. So all these people just rushed in, and all these people got injured. And I was standing next to her, of course, and I said, Mom, that was last week's episode of Grey's Anatomy. So yeah, me and my dad are good too. We usually have this joking relationship. We like to make a lot of jokes. And the other day I made this really sexual joke. But sometimes he thinks they're funny, but a lot of times he gets all weird and is like, Michelle, don't do that. I'm like, Dad, look, if I was anybody else, if you heard this on TV, you would have thought it was hilarious. And he was like, it's different when you have a daughter. It's your own daughter, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I guess I haven't been my own daughter, okay? And he's like, yeah, you haven't been your own daughter or your own wife. And I was like, look, I haven't been my own daughter, but I've been my own wife. Yo, woman, go make me a sandwich. And then I make me a sandwich. Best wife ever. Some other things I noticed while being unemployed. everyone I'm having sex with right now makes this face during sex. I mean, I guess you guys really can't help it. You know what would help the economy? A Destiny's Child reunion. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Comma Steve. That's it. I'm dating this guy right now, and yeah, things are good. He is one of those guys. He had, he got his pilot's license after he graduated, and he has like a history degree. Right now he's working in a nail salon, but now he's like, maybe I want to be like a CIA special op, whatever guy, dude. And I'm like, okay. I wanted to be, a Ninja Turtle when I was like 10, but you gotta grow up at some point. You can't live in a fantasy world. That's ridiculous. So you got one of these things, and now I get how to TSE a self-exam. 1. Check your testicles once a month. 2. Roll each testicle between your thumb and finger like this. Feel for hard lumps or bumps. I don't feel anything. Oh, this is for men only. So what do you think?
Michelle, you do know I'm a headhunter. I'm not your therapist.
Right.
Did you like what I did to them bad guys? Did you like what I did?
Why, yes, Michelangelo, I did like what you did. You did a very good job. You're a very good ninja.
Thank you, Splinter. I love to please you.
No, too much PDA. Too much. Michelangelo, you should really try not to be so frigid.